What's up guys, how you doing? I hope you've had a great week. If you haven't been to my channel before, my name's Philip Scrubber, and if you have, welcome back. I'm here to teach you about film photography. If that lights a candle, make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and YouTube's going to notify you of all my future films. Anyway, today I'm going to do a light review on an RGB light. My last few light reviews have been a little bit long, I think. They've been like 15-16 minutes, a little bit boring, so today we're going to speed things up. Boom. Today we're talking about the Andycine AL-360RGB. It comes in quite a hefty box compared to all the recent reviews I've been doing. And we're going to open up, check it out, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Let's roll the intro. So just a quick disclaimer before I forget, Andycine did send me this light for review. However, I'm going to try and make it as honest and as unbiased as possible. Andycine AL-360RGB. Right, so the Andycine AL-360, big box. It comes in at £69 or $65, so it's actually a lot cheaper in dollars. It's bicolor, so you can have daylight or tungsten. And it's an RGB light, so you can go all the way around the circle and have all the colors you want. So what you get in the box is the light itself, a cold shoe mount, a cloth, and an instruction manual. What you need is an NPF battery by Sony or Newell. I use a Newell brand as well as Sony brands to power this light, or an 8.4 DC adapter. Thank you Andycine for the cloth, that will come in handy. The cold shoe mount, if you guys can see it, it's fairly well made. It'll come in handy, I'm sure it won't break too quickly. And the light itself, as you can see right here, it's got, if I can angle it quite well, it's got a little bit of frosting around here. You've got the adapter input here. These two toggles, they click and turn. And this is what the light looks all the way around. This is a frosty diffusion. And at the bottom, you've got the 1/4-20 mount right there. Straight out the box, you have no way of powering it up. Unless you're like me and you have thousands of these Sony NPF batteries lying around. I use the 970s because they're huge and they last forever. Or you can use a 8.4 DC power. But if you don't have that, then you can use the Sony batteries. And if you don't have the Sony batteries, then you can't power it at all. It's that simple. So you should know that before you buy it. It's really nice build. It's plasticky, but it's that kind of plastic that if you throw it around, you're not going to be worried what happens with it, because it's really like, it's sturdy plastic. It's, you know, it's American plastic, but made in China. So turning on is really simple. You just get the battery, you pop it in, you turn it on, and the only problem I have with this light is that because the screen, this whole backing here is, as you can see, frosted, just like the front, it's difficult to make out what's on the screen. Now, it starts with 0% when you turn it on, right there, and it will start from 10% when you turn the light on. So 10% is, let's turn it on, 10% is that. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little bit of a difference. I mean, if it's far away, it's not going to make any difference, but right here is kind of close. If you're doing some kind of macro or portrait shot, then it's really nice and soft. And this front frosty diffuser, you can't see the LED lights at all, so it's really, really nice and soft. If we pop it up to 100%, which is really nice and soft as well, as you can see, if I put it away, it's a nice fill light. You can use it as a key light with absolutely no problems because it's really nice and soft, and it's actually quite a large footprint. Now, I don't really use many lights at 1%, so the 10% doesn't really annoy me that much. Let's see if we can get it there. And if you go up really, really slowly, you can see it goes up in 1%. And if we spin up straight really fast, then you can see it goes all the way up to 100 with no problem. And we can go really slowly and it'll go down. Now the CCT here will turn it from a nice cool 5600 to a 3200. As you can see, it's nice and warm. Now that isn't all, because like I stated in the beginning, this is an RGB light. So if we pop it on and if we press in the CCT, whoa, then we're using my favorite color, which is pink. I actually like pink and blue on one side. It gives me this kind of 80s feel. And if we spin round, you can see that, actually I'm going to turn it down a bit because I'm blinding myself. You can see that we can go all around the wheel. Now it's not a light like the Boling P1 or the Atomcube RX1. When you do spin it around, the lights do pop from LED to LED when it changes color. So for example, if you can see here, this will pop from orange to green to blue. So it's not a smooth transition, but I don't think you need a smooth transition. It doesn't have any scene options like the Boling P1 or the Atomcube, so it's not like you need it to be smooth when it's going around in different colors. But the colors are very nice. They're extremely bright, as you can see, and they're quite yummy. They're very yummy. So the sweet spot of this light, where all the LEDs are on, because it starts from 3200 and it goes to 5700, the sweet spot should be at around 4450, which is this. Now this is neither tungsten nor daylight, it's right in the middle there, more or less. So that really, it doesn't make a difference to me. I will most of the time be using it on 5600, which is right there to match my lights that are all around me except for the background lights, obviously. Now the battery, as you can see, it comes out quite a bit, especially if I'm using the 970. It goes in and out really nicely. It's got a little little button here that you press in to take out. This battery, let me just check, 3 hours and 12 minutes. 3 hours and 12 minutes on full power, which is quite surprising because I thought this would last forever, where it didn't. But 3 hours and 12 minutes is still quite a long time to power such a large light. Here's the Andycine AL-360, iPhone 8 Plus, and a credit card sized card. As you can see, the sky is pretty thick compared to an iPhone. And if I just pick up the Andycine Boling Vlogger P1, that's what these guys look like next to each other. Now this light doesn't have any on-off memory, so if I have it at, say, RGB 263 and I turn it off and I turn it on again, it's going to go straight into CCT mode. But if I do go back into RGB, it will remember it, so it's not like it will turn back into RGB mode. It will turn on CCT. You have to press the hue button right here and it will go into, just to show you, into the RGB mode with the last RGB number you dialed in. So I've turned off my key light and I'm just going to show you some examples of what this looks as a key light. Let's get it to 5600 and this is at 50%. So it's quite dark, but if we pump it up all the way up to 100%, that's my key light at the same settings that I had my main key light on with. Hair light right there. And if you'd like to see what it looks like in tungsten, there you go, nice and warm. Now it will make quite a difference on the background, as you, ooh, sorry, turned it off. As you can see. And if we go into RGB mode, 100%, it does quite a nice job. We get it off frame here. You can see that's pretty cool. And use it as a key light with some colors. Unfortunately, it's not like the Boling P1 where you can use one finger to spin it round, so you actually have to change the colors using two hands because it's a little knob you turn around. So yeah, but the colors are really nice. They're very vibrant and, like I said, pretty tasty. Right, my test I do every time. I know it's a little bit silly, but sorry. Pocket test. I got big pockets, by the way. Yeah. It kind of fits in there. So if you are just starting YouTube, if you're living in your grandmother's basement, if you're living in the attic at your parents' place, if you're hiding from your girlfriend and you're filming YouTube videos, and you don't have much money to start with, well, this for $70, £70 is a pretty cool light. And you can actually just film everything with this light, to start with, obviously, until you start raking money in, making your millions. This is a pretty cool light to start with, so I can recommend it. As a travel light, for me, it's a little bit too large, but as a cool light that you have on set, even as a key light, then yeah, sure, it's pretty cool. So if you like my film, make sure you give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and just show me some love, and ring that bell. YouTube's gonna, bing, 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 let you know about all my future films, and yeah, catch you on the other side.